No star is to have greater romantic appeal than Rudolph Valentino. He leaves his native Italy at the age of 18 to seek adventure in America. He finds work as a gardener, dishwasher, nightclub dancer, and finally, bit actor in Hollywood. Valentino's first parts are small and unrewarding. He plays cheap gangsters and smooth villains. But he gets his first break. He is chosen for the lead in The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. His famous dance sets female hearts a-fluttering, and the tango craze begins. The Sheik, the role which catapults him into the ranks of Hollywood's immortals and adds a new word to American slang. In The Sheik, Valentino introduces a dynamic, passionate style of lovemaking to the screen. Although millions of females are wild about Rudy, there are only three great loves in his life. The first is Jean Acker, to whom he is married briefly. Natasha Rambova is his second wife. Talented and ambitious, she tries to dominate his career. She even arranges a personal appearance tour for Rudy and herself. Of course, they dance the tango. This marriage, too, ends in divorce. At the height of his career, he meets Pola Negri, the tempestuous actress from Poland. She is to be the last great love of his life. His final film is Son of the Sheik. This torrid scene with Vilma Banky proves to be the most memorable of his career. Suddenly and tragically, at the age of 31, Rudolph Valentino dies. His funeral is New York's biggest, gaudiest, and most hysterical. 90,000 people trample each other to surge past his open coffin. Although his meteoric career has lasted but 5 years, to this day, scores of mourners still appear at his Hollywood graveside, including the legendary Lady in Black. They keep alive the spark of romance, which the silent screen's greatest lover had once lit in their hearts. In Hollywood, studio officials are at first unaware of her talents. They subject her to the typical starlet buildup. But through it all, she maintained an aloof dignity and a reserved nobility. A film that brings star salaries reach such astronomical figures that studios can hardly afford them. Three of the highest paid, Fairbanks, Pickford, and Charlie Chaplin, joined director D.W. Griffith to organize their own company, United Artists. The head of Metro makes the comment, "The lunatics have taken charge of the asylum." Hollywood is now a crowded community, and the stars move west to the city of Beverly Hills to seek seclusion. They elect their own beloved Will Rogers as honorary mayor. But their seclusion is short-lived. Tourists come from all over to gape at the stars in their lavish homes.
Harold Lloyd's vast estate even has a golf course. Valentino's Falcon's Lair is built high on a hilltop. And Mary and Doug's Pickfair becomes the undisputed center of Hollywood's social life.
The stars become Hollywood's royalty, and Gloria Swanson is one of the movie's most adored queens. This is her memorable return to Hollywood as the wife of a French marquis.
The man responsible for Gloria's fame is C.B. DeMille. He presents her in sophisticated dramas, thrilling audiences by daring to bring the boudoir and the bathtub to the screen. This is a scene from Male and Female, quite tame by today's standards, but it shocks the moviegoers of the early 20s.
DeMille's adult films lead to imitators. They find in blatant sex a powerful box office attraction. The public begins to confuse the wild parties they see on the screen with the actual life in Hollywood. Then 3 Hollywood scandals rock the nation. To avoid federal censorship, the film industry forms the Motion Picture Producers Association. They appoint Will Hays to become their so-called czar. The Hays office becomes the watchdog of movie morality. Ironically, the most influential ally of the new Hays office is none other than C.B. DeMille himself. Reversing his field, the master showman combines entertainment and morality and introduces to the screen a religious spectacle. He begins this new trend with the 10 Commandments and follows it with the King of Kings. Another great religious epic of the era is Ben-Hur, starring Francis X. Bushman and Raymond Navarro. First produced in 1926, MGM is to film it again over 30 years later, with the new Ben-Hur becoming the most honored and widely acclaimed film in the history of the screen. The golden years of Hollywood. The public's enthusiasm for movies reaches its peak, and the film industry proudly displays its new product. Here are some of the memorable scenes from the greatest motion pictures of the silent era. Wings with Butters. Produced by Paramount Pictures, it is the first movie to win an Academy Award.
John Barrymore in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Here the great actor transforms himself into the evil Mr. Hyde without the aid of camera tricks or special makeup. Joan Crawford dances her way into stardom in one of the best of the Jazz Age films, Our Dancing Daughters.
Three Musketeers, starring Douglas Fairbanks, with Doug playing the swashbuckling hero, D'Artagnan. The Hunchback of Notre Dame shows one of the 1,000 faces of that master of makeup, Lon Chaney.
Station QRSA.
I find you, little, I swim the deepest river. If I knew
Radio, a new kind of entertainment. It's fascinating and it's free. Result, a drastic effect on the movie box office. Except for the big pictures, theater attendance falls off and studios are forced to cut down on production. It's 1926, and Hollywood is really in trouble. At this time, representatives of the Bell Telephone Laboratories offer the major studios a new process for putting sound into film. It's called Vitaphone, but the companies show no interest. So the Bell engineers then approach Warner Brothers, a small studio on the brink of bankruptcy. The Warner Brothers decide to take a chance. They see a potential in the future of sound, and so they invest in the Vitaphone process. The first public performance of Vitaphone featuring the picture Don Juan is held on August 6, 1926. It is introduced by Will Hayes.
To the Warner Brothers, to whom is due credit for this, the beginning of a new era in music and motion pictures, I offer my felicitations and my sincerest appreciation.
However, Don Juan is not a talking picture. The film uses only sound effects and background music. The magnificent voice of its star, John Barrymore, is never heard.
Although the film Don Juan is successful, the idea of sound is regarded as a novelty. In Hollywood, shooting of silent films continues. The major companies are not impressed with Vitaphone. They have too much money tied up in production of silent films to experiment with a passing fad. It appears sound is a failure. But the Warners grimly continue to make a few Vitaphone shorts. And as the year progresses, box office receipts begin to show them that wherever the sound shorts play, business picks up. So they decide to take the big gamble with sound. Warner Brothers will make the first feature-length talking picture. They round up all their capital and approach Al Jolson, Broadway's biggest musical comedy star, to play the lead in The Jazz Singer. Friends and agents warn Jolson not to accept the role. Why risk his career on a gimmick, they ask him. But Jolson likes the idea that his voice will reach an audience of millions. He agrees to play the Jazz Singer. On the night of October 6, 1927, The Jazz Singer opens at the Warner Theater in New York. A great deal is at stake. The Warner Brothers are facing bankruptcy. Jolson is risking his reputation on a so-called gimmick. And unless The Jazz Singer is successful, the coming of sound could be delayed for years. The entire motion picture industry breathlessly awaits audience reaction to the screen's first feature talking picture.
Darling. Oh, I'm going to take you to Coney Island.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm going to ride on the chute-to-chute.
Oh,
And, you know, in the dark mill.
yeah?
Ever been in the dark mill?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Well, with me, it's all right. I'll kiss you and hug you. You'll feel right over. Now, Mama, stop now. You're getting kittenish. Mama, listen, I'm going to sing it like I will if I go on the stage, you know, with the show. I'm going to sing it jazzy.
The words of Al Jolson, you ain't heard nothing yet. And they hadn't. For a new era of motion pictures is about to begin. The movies have found a voice. A lot of people were sad to see the silent era end. Those years when Hollywood and the movies grew up. I only wish we would have had time to show you a lot more. There were hundreds of great stars and thousands of fine pictures. Those were truly Hollywood's golden years. I do hope that we've been able to recapture some of their warmth, their excitement, and romance. Well, someday soon, let's get together again. We're going to do the same thing with the talkies. And until then, goodbye. Oh, see you at the movies.